Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay. Let me get this over here. Hey, what's up?
All right, so we are simultaneously on YouTube and TikTok Live. We're going to be recapping our weekend at Rockville. Welcome to Rockville 2026. And I'm having I would almost call it a Manhattan, a lemon drop. What you got?
This is like a peach Vista Bay. No, it's a peach White Claw.
No, it's Vista Bay.
Peach Vista Bay. Yeah.
I ran out of White Claw, so
And,
all I got left is grape White Claw.
And a Manhattan, because I was told to pour a Manhattan earlier.
Yeah, I was like, pour me a Manhattan, and I totally meant lemon drop, and I almost called it a Manhattan again. But anyway, so we have lemon drop, Manhattan, grape White Claw, peach Vista Bay. We got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's a party.
Here.
Welcome to the party,
It
everyone.
is a party. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I made a list of everybody that all the performances that we saw. Some of them we didn't catch the whole set, but I wrote it all down, and we're going to rate them. And first of all, did you have a good time?
Welcome to Rockville is always a good time,
yes,
Lindsay.
it is.
I mean, I hold it close, near and dear to my heart. Thank you, DWP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny Whimmer.
It goes back. We go back.
We go back.
Yes.
We go way back.
We go back.
Yeah. We almost have caught, I think we're like 2 years shy of being to everyone.
Yeah,
every single one.
We haven't seen them all. Yeah.
No. But I'm glad we jumped on the train when we did, because it's like our second home. It's something we look forward to every year. Fuck a timeshare. Rockville is where it's at.
Yeah, that is our timeshare. Yeah, for sure.
I got
Which is cool, because I think if we judge it just right, maybe we can start on Wednesday next year.
Yes.
And do the whole.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for Wednesday, 100%. Let's go. So one thing I did want to, so if you guys haven't been to a festival and you want to go, especially if you're a female, when we first started, Jesse called me nerd going camp, and I would have a big bag full of all the stuff, but I have minimized to help my own experience. So what you need is a stadium. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's the clear little backpack. I don't know what they call it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is what is the word that I'm looking for? Like, it's approved, stadium approved, clear bag.
Yeah.
And so these are your little essentials. So in the front part here, I got some hand sanitizer. That way Jesse can just go, and I go like that.
Ball gown.
Then you want your chewing gum for the fresh breath. And these are some little pretties that I got from a few friends. And
you never know if you're talking to people, you're like, dude, I've been like 4 hours into this. You're all like, whoa, so you gotta have the gum.
You want to have the gum. And then, so I buy like 8 packs of these. These are $1 a piece at Walmart. Make sure you have at least one per day. Sometimes I go through 2.
The antibacterial
Yes,
wipes.
want those. You want those.
Yes, these. Because if you're pottying and,
and they run out of the soap and water.
Yeah, like I've went back and had to use these for things.
Yes.
Yeah, they're whatever.
And you can also sanitize the area that you're going to potty in, a few wipes, and you can feel better about the porta potty. Okay, and then next, this is some Family Dollar brand menstrual relief. Don't sleep on this, because he takes it too. It's a cure-all.
It's a cure-all.
It's a cure-all. It's got, it debloats you, it relieves your pain. It's got an antihistamine. It's got all the things in it that you need. So make sure you have a little bottle of that. And this is my card wallet. So your payment is going to be tied to your wristband, which is your ticket. But like, we had this issue where we tried to purchase something at the same time and we had the same payment method, and it like canceled out our card. So in my little card wallet, I don't have it in there anymore. I put it in my main wallet, but I have my ID, our regular debit card, and a backup credit card just in case.
Something
You don't want to
gets-
miss out. Yeah.
If something gets excommunicantoed, you still have another backup plan for purchasing and doing whatever. Because, I mean, we save up all year and then
All
we go
year.
ham. So,
And then we go ham.
Yeah.
And I forgot to put, so I throw a stick of deodorant in there because we go hard and I want everybody around me to be satisfied with the way I smell when I'm holding up my arms and rocking the fuck out.
and by the way, we're covering Rockville, but this is also drink about something. Oh, drunk.
We are drunk about something. We have already
About
recorded
something.
our case today.
Yeah.
We've had our drinks.
The whole thing.
We're having some more. We got dinner in the oven. Yeah, this is raw, uncut, and unedited.
We got some cool recappage that we're going to do there, Lindsay.
This is just my little festival bag tutorial. I think would be cool to share. And then also get you, like, these are like the little minis. I get them from Victoria's Secret every year on Black Friday. I get a huge set of them. I disperse them as gifts, and then I keep a few back to put in my bag for Rockville. Usually every time I go potty, I do a couple of sprays. Freshen up, because it's hot. It's disgusting.
We turn Black Friday into a party.
We do.
It's
Black
very
Friday
fun.
is a party
It's
for
very
us.
fun.
Yes. So yeah, that's it. That's all you really need. That's all your essentials. Like I said, I did forget to put the deodorant in there.
And always remember, at every festival, you can walk in with a water. I think that's
Yes.
pretty national now. I think you can walk in with a bottle of water
Unopened.
nationally. Yeah.
What we do is we freeze them. So by the time we get in and we want to drink that water, it's melted.
Yeah.
And Jesse is the pack mule for our water supply. And then, so usually we only have to buy maybe one, possibly two more. Oh, and then, the front pocket of this also can hold your vape. I got this at Walmart for $13.97 plus tax. And I have a plethora of clear bags. I have a bag that holds clear bags. That way, if anybody else needs one, I have like a fanny pack one, and they're all stadium approved. I have a fanny pack one. I have a crossbody one. I have a book bag one. And I use the little book bag one to carry into the shower with us because it holds my toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and deodorant. And that's all I
if you
need.
spend a little time going to festivals, you'll go and get like the free swag. Usually they'll give you one of those, so it's not hard to get.
Yeah, we have collected so many free things over the year. I've gotten one from the a music experience booth.
Yep.
I have one from Louder Than Life that I just bought because it was like $10. It was like, merch that they were promoting. So I paid for it online. When we got to Louder Than Life, we went to the merch booth, picked it up.
Yeah.
And it's the drawstring though, so they tend to hurt if you put too
Have
much stuff
some
in it.
weight in it, yeah.
So these are perfect. And then this one I really liked because it's got the extra wide strap. You just put it like this and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's got this little thing and it just hangs right on the little bathroom hangy thingies for your bags. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through this list of performances that we saw and we're going to rate them according to like sound, good vibes,
Performance,
energy,
the crowd.
performance, the crowd, everything.
Even the stage, because I really want to rate stages while we're talking about
you can
this.
do that
Yes.
completely.
Oh my goodness, dude. My favorite stage. I can't wait to tell you about that.
All right, so we're going to start on Thursday. Our first performance, well, actually, I wrote this down, but this is a lie. So when we're going in, we actually catch the last part of All That Remains.
Yep.
Which was really good. We've seen them a couple of times. They're always high energy level. And that was probably about what, like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yep. We caught 3 songs, I think it was.
We caught their last 3 songs.
I was like, wait a minute, we've seen them before. Yeah. So it was good. It was a good set, too. That was on
good.
Righty Lefty, right?
No, that was at Apex. No, Octane stage. Yes.
Okay.
That's the only thing I did not do was write down the stages, but I remember from my head. So I will give the last 3 songs out of All That Remains a 10 out of 10 because they're top notch, like every time. And then we stayed at the Octane stage for In Flames. And good set, good vibes. Good, just bounce into it completely. Their stage set was pretty good. It wasn't like anything spectacular that I can remember. I have a couple of videos that I have posted.
No, the guys are just doing the things. You know, they're in their spot and they had it right. You know, it was good. It was good.
So what would you rate In Flames?
In Flames. I'm not going to go like super soft on everything. I would give them an 8.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
I think, we'll give them an 8. We'll
Sound
give them
was
an 8
good.
out of 10.
They put on a damn good performance. The segues between was perfect. The crowd was into it. 8, you know?
But at the same time, like the back behind us, the crowd was into it. But the people, I don't know what it is, but I've really been noticing this throughout the last few years. Just since probably 21, the people on the rail don't get as into it in the performances that we see.
Yeah.
As we do. Like, we go fucking hard. We're bouncing, jiving, headbanging, screaming, hollering, and everybody around us is just kind of like
looking at us
blah.
weird. Yeah, I'm like, what?
And not everybody, not every stage, but it's just gotten. But because before, when it was in Jacksonville, everybody that was on the rail,
full vibe,
was. I mean, we're shaking that rail and doing the things, and it just seems like the vibe has died down. I don't know why, but
less energy coming out of a lot more folks in the crowd lately. Yeah,
pick your
it's
energy
like, are
up,
you
folks.
ready? Are you ready for this? I mean,
if you're gonna commit to the rail, man, go hard.
Yeah.
Give it all the rest of your energy.
Yeah, and we've even I've already seen some videos about awareness, like crowd awareness. You have to be aware of what's really going on at a music festival, especially hard rock, you know? If they're playing some crazy stuff, there's crowd surfers and people moving and shoving and pushing and stuff. You have to be aware that people could be coming over top doing some crowd surfing.
I was just going to say, it took us a couple of Rockvilles to really learn where we need to stand if we don't want to get kicked in the face. And we kind of do a 360 overview of what's going on. Like, even when I'm videoing, you'll see in some of my videos that even I posted, like, I will be videoing the artist, but then I go, because first of all, I love the view of the crowd and the crowd surfers, but that's also me being on the lookout for crowd surfers coming over my head.
So that left side where we always like to go, because we always say left side, best
side.
And so you got panels. If you have the big movie screen panels and stuff, we're just inside of the left side panel on pretty much every stage, because you're just actually outside of where all the flow of all the craziness goes on. So you can still be comfortable, but you're still moving, and you don't have to worry about as many crowd surfers or a mosh pit opening up, except for hate breed, and we'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to get there. We got a few bit. Okay. So after In Flames, we went and took a break in the shade, and I don't have them. Oh, God, my phone's up, and I didn't write their names down. Jasmine and Ryan. We met Jasmine and Ryan from Denver. Hey, I know they did come. She ran by the next night and told us that she checked out our podcast.
She said she loved it. Okay.
So, hey,
sweet.
Jasmine and Ryan
What's
from
up?
Denver.
Yes.
We met them hanging out right before we went to go see Amon Amarth. And I got my first rowing mosh pit video. I have been wanting to do that since 2017, and we just hadn't had the opportunity, but I got it this year.
Probably 200 deep, I think. I would say about 200 deep.
So check me out.
Cool.
I mean, we're on TikTok Live right now, so this is my handle. But if you're on YouTube, Drink About Something pod_Lindsay, you can see a few of the videos that I've posted from Rockville 2026 and some pictures from all of our years past.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do videos next year for that.
You can hear me like all doing my thing.
Oh, yeah. He's screaming his fucking ass off. We were drunk and having a great time.
Yeah.
And we drank responsibly because guess what? We didn't have to drive anywhere for 4 days. So
Didn't matter.
Yeah. So Amon Amarth, Jesse, what would you rate their performance?
Great stage.
Great stage.
They had the whole Viking thing going on. I loved it. Crowd was amazing. I give them a 9.
Yes, I'm going to give them a 9 as well.
For
Absolutely.
sure. Like, everything was perfect, really. I mean, you can only say 10s for so many things, you know? So
I'm going to give Amon Amarth a 9 as well. And it was very hot and very dusty on the first day. And then, after Amon Amarth, Your girl sat down on her butt and I literally took a nap on my, like I had my knees up and I took a little nap. And Jesse had met some people. He was talking his ass off, but I went to sleep. And then Aaron fucking Lewis came on stage with Stained.
Yes, it was.
And Lindsay cried.
Yeah, we both did. We always do. Why do we always do that? Why? He's just so fucking amazing.
We literally have a list of bands that we cry to every time.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
So
I'm not ashamed because
no,
he literally just reaches into your soul with his vocals and sounds so pristine and perfect.
Like in your soul. Like he's right here, and it's effortless.
What pisses me off is he does it effortlessly.
Effortlessly,
it pisses me off, dude.
Chain smoking. He wasn't smoking this time.
He was not. This time. I didn't see him.
21 chain smoking.
Did he quit smoking?
He may have.
He may have quit smoking.
I don't know.
Maybe he's vaping now.
But what's crazy is, so when we saw him in 21, he had just kicked COVID's ass and was chain smoking on stage. Didn't lose a breath. 21's performances was a 10 out of 10, and I'm definitely going to give 26 a 10 out of 10 because I just love Aaron Lewis. What do you think?
Yeah, so we watched 99% of it, then we started going back to another stage, right?
Yes, because, what we did was, so between In Flames and Amon Amarth, I had told Jesse, I feel like I need to go back to camp and grab a liquid IV. He got a little drunk. He was talking. And so I just laid down on him. I took a little nap then too, but I got a water and a Red Bull and was ready to go. So Stained had a shit ton of crowd surfers, and where we were placed, they were constant. And the crowd surfers, I love you. I love you. Don't ever stop. It's just, we were not where we usually are. And it got a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's take this opportunity to go back to camp, get that liquid IV, drink a drink from our cooler, have a snack, and then we'll come back. Because the only other band that we really wanted to see the rest of the night was Ice Nine Kills. So we left, I want to say 3/4 of the way before Stained was over. And somebody even asked, where are you going? And I was like, we've been out here in the dust and the heat and it was dry. And I had to go. Because I have to make sure I don't revisit the hospital ever again during Rockville, because that day sucked.
We were on Vortex when we came back?
So we get our snack, we come back, we're waiting for Ice Nine Kills at the Vortex stage. And while we're waiting for Ice Nine Kills, a band called Deathlock played. And we did get their whole set. They were on the Inferno stage. Jesse was not a fan. So what would you rate Deathlock?
It was just the aesthetics of their music. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about their projection, their creativity, their workability, how they've solidified themselves as a career in playing music. A lot of the songs to me just sounded too similar.
They were. And I have to admit that I had a great time.
The aesthetics in there and all your rhythmic vibe and all, it was pretty much the same to me all the way through the whole set. Talented, very amazing band, but I'm giving them a 6.
Okay.
Just because I feel like if they would back up a little bit, and I do this in creating my own music. I'm like, wait a minute, that kind of sounds something like something else. And I'm like, yeah. And I was just like, nah. I think they could do better with how talented they are and make it more creative, maybe a little bit more diverse. But a lot of bands do stick with that aesthetic and it works for them. So I get that. So I'll give them a 6 just because I just didn't like the whole drive through the whole set, you know?
And I personally will give them a 7 because it did make our wait, or my personal wait before Ice Nine Kills, it made it a lot better to get through, because sometimes that wait is just like, oh my God. And if it's a band that's not jiving, it's a miserable wait. So I had fun. I danced my little ass off to Deathlock. So I'm going to give them a 7. And then we got Ice Nine Kills.
Yes.
And we sang our asses off through the entire set. And we had fun. We made a few friends around us, just like singing together. We were like turning around and singing with them. And
yeah, I think Spencer, like, we had a relationship during that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, tell us all about what you were talking about. This was Jesse during the Ice Nine Kills set. Go.
I'm screaming. I'm like, Spencer, I'm going to have your baby. The whole time.
And then
That's what I was saying. I just literally was saying it.
we had no idea how the set was going to go. And then.
Yes. And then Art came out. And when Art came out with his Wonder Bread thing.
He wore the Wonder Bread.
Yeah. He did the whole Wonder Bread thing. And I was like, look at him. And he had this little it was like a motorized little race car that he drove on stage. And, you know, Jose Main got killed like 3 times on stage. Can I say that? I don't know. They
Just go.
They took out Jose 3 times on stage. It was crazy. And, of course, he got him too. And then at the end of it, somehow a baby came into play. And
Jesse.
they're swinging it around and there's fire.
By the umbilical cord.
And I was like, that's my baby.
It was a fake baby.
It was a fake baby.
Fake baby.
It was all fake.
It was
all
doll.
fake. So
It's
if
all
you know
fake.
Ice Nine Kills, you can check
It's performance.
them out.
It's performance.
all horror-based
Theatrics.
metal. And it's theatrics. And it was very, very cool. So check that out. We'll probably get canceled for saying all the things I just said because that was my baby on stage.
Jesse looks at me, and I gotta give you the full thing. He just looks over at me and he goes, I hope my baby's okay.
At the end of it, yeah.
And I just died laughing. But what was amazing was later on I learned, so the song Twisting the Knife, which is their newest song from the Scream 7 film, correct? 7. Amazing song. I knew it by heart already. It was played live for the first time for us because Rockville does kick off festival season. And so it was played live for us. And he also got the Volusia County Community Center Orchestra.
Yeah.
He got them to come on stage. Oh my God. I was just like, yes.
They're bringing out the
Spencer.
strings. Yeah, it was very good, very thick, very productive, perfect. And then the female that came on stage too, she does like singing and stuff on YouTube. I don't know her name. Did you have her name wrote down?
I did not write down her name.
But we'll find
Look
it out
up
and
that
tag
performance on YouTube. You can find
So
it.
amazing.
It's out there already. We've already watched it.
It was so amazing. It was perfect.
So what are you going to rate Ice Nine Kills?
Got to give them the old 10 on the deal there.
Well, I'm going extra, and I'm going to give them a 50 out of 10.
50 out of 10.
Because I love Ice Nine Kills. Their show is always amazing. I almost know every song. It's a great sing-along set. You can just like literally scream, sing at the top of your lungs. And Spencer and the entire band just makes their whole production look effortless.
They're so talented.
So talented.
And Lindsay's so scared. We go to all the cons, and Spencer will be there. She won't go up to the table because she's scared. So y'all need to talk her into it. Everybody listening right now, hit her up and say, Lindsay, go to the table and at least shake his hand.
And I've heard, like, my manager at the restaurant I work at has met him and his fiance and said that he is the nicest guy.
Gotta be. If he's
the nicest guy.
He goes to all the cons and all the stuff. He's very, personable.
He was just here at the last Scared Ice we went to.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that they will come back this coming up for the Halloween. So we already did the spring season.
Yeah,
so
the fall Scared Ice.
The fall Scared Ice. I hope they come back and do an acoustic show because we're going to pay the extra and we're going to watch it. We didn't last time.
Well, it seems like they've been kind of balancing between them and Corey Taylor. So maybe it'll be one or the other.
We got Corey. All right. So that ended Thursday. Our first band on Friday was a band that Jesse has been wanting to see since, what year did you say you saw him last? 96?
Yeah, at the Milk Bar in Jacksonville.
Milk Bar in Jacksonville, 1996, 30 years later. How does that make you feel?
Nothing but very appreciative that a band can actually get back together and still sound. Actually, they fucking put on a better show than what they did in 96 to me.
So this was Spine Shank, and I did post on TikTok the Wall of Death. So I had, for some reason, like, I hadn't really peed like all morning, and when we got into the venue, I could not stop.
Floodgates.
The floodgates opened, and I went and I went and I went, and I just happened to come back to the Spine Shank set at the perfect moment. I was like, oh shit, I see separation. Let me turn my camera on. And I got the Wall of Death. Jesse was not allowed to make contact with anybody because his shoulder is still recovering from January when we went to Warrior on the River.
Yeah, little debacle there, Phil.
Yes. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you can, you'll catch him. He just kind of runs and he doesn't make contact with anybody. But
I was the tail end of the wall, and I made sure that they split that whole place all the way down.
It was great. And I came at the perfect time to get.
Yeah, you see me running across with my little flag, and I'm all like, woo! You know, I mean, nobody was even on the other side, but like 90% of the wall actually did collide. It was cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
And I've got it. It's documented. It's in my memories forever. So what would you rank Spine Shank?
Comparatively, between the 30-year difference, I'm giving them a 10, Lindsay. Because
you're going to give them a 10?
Spine Shank is my favorite band the whole weekend at Rockville because I got to go back and relive a childhood thing of mine. You know, I must have been, 14 something. I was young, 15 maybe.
96, yeah. We were somewhere in there.
Oh.
15, 16, somewhere in there.
Might have been 15, 16. You're right. But
no.
I was like I was 14. But
okay, so I was 18 in 2000. You're almost a year older than me, not a whole full year, but so somewhere in there, 14, 15.
I was a kid. I was a kid. Yeah.
We can't do the math
so
right
it was
now.
like that show back in the Milk Bar. I think you can still look it up because Milk Bar still has a little thing online. You can check out that show. It was like Spine Shank, Biohazard, Suppletora, and 1 Minute Silence. All of those bands are still going. Love that. You know, and some of those bands are headliners. You know, they're traveling big. You know, I haven't heard a lot about 1 Minute Silence lately, but I love their shaky vibes and vocals. You got to check them out too. They're really cool.
Well, I have not been really familiar with Spine Shank. I don't have that kind of history with them, so I'm going to rate their performance I'm going to do an 8 just because of the Wall of Death. And they kept us bumping. They kept us going. It was a great start to the day. And then we get the message.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much longer after them. What was the message?
Weather.
No,
severe
weather is approaching.
Yeah.
Please return to your vehicles or go into the grandstands. If you're camping, return to camp and shelter in your vehicle. So we got some rain.
The whole thing over and over and over and over.
Yes, the message plays on repeat until they have monitored the weather to the point where they feel like it's safe to shut the message off. So it was a little bit of time. We go back to camp. We literally are holding on to our canopies. Shit gets wet. Things happen. But then we go back and we get non-point. And that was an amazing set. Holy shit.
They played a new song then too. I think we've seen like 4 or 5 new songs from bands that weekend. It was really great. What was it? What was the name of the new song? It was
we just looked it up yesterday.
It was one word.
All of our devices are being used
no?
right now.
Was it no or it was like one word. But anyhow, it was amazing.
It's a new song and it's great.
New song,
we got to see it.
It's got a CD
first.
coming out. First time them playing it. Was so amazing. They brought their original bass player back on stage too. That was amazing. And I'm still friends with Rob, the drummer, and Elias did really great. The whole band did just amazing.
I lied. I'm so sorry. So, first of all, let's rate non-point. I'm gonna give them a 10 because non-point is always fucking amazing live.
Live is
I love them so much.
good. I'm gonna give them a 9 though, but just because.
They were my very first band that I ever saw at a Rockville, 2015. They were the first ones on our roster that day. And I had never heard of them, never heard them before. Now I know several songs. I love their set live. We've seen them many times now.
Yeah, I used to play with those guys back at Brewster's Megaplex. Actually, before Brewster moved, it was Brewster's. I think it was just called Brewster's back then, and in probably the early 2000s, and I used to open up for them a couple of times. Open up for Nonpoint back in the day, in the All In days before you came around a little bit. Yeah, it was really cool. No, the Typhus days when I was with Typhus.
And what I was going to say that I lied about. So we go over to the Vortex stage because I want to see Chelsea Grin. I love Chelsea Grin. I love those heavy breakdowns. My bestie Erin introduced me to them. She was like, I know you like these breakdowns. I want you to check this band out. I have been listening to Chelsea Grin now for about 5 years. And we caught them at the Vortex stage. And then the message came on.
That's right.
Yes.
Then
the message came on.
So break and then Nonpoint. And then who was next after that?
Hold on. So I'm going to rate Chelsea as a 7 only because the sound on the Vortex stage, if you're not up close, it's kind of shitty. And the crowd, in my opinion, wasn't jiving the way that I felt they should be. I was back there jiving. I was back there giving my all into these fucking headbangs, like my whole body. I'm headbanging, I'm dancing, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the what is it? The 2-step.
Yeah, I remember that now because I was like, I don't have this down. This guy was over there like, here's how you do it. I'm like, why don't I do this?
And I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, you were 2-stepping.
So as soon as Chelsea Grin was over, that's when we got the message. We go back to camp. We hold all of our shit down. Everything gets soaked because we were not prepared for the weather. And we were trying to manifest it away. Like, honestly, like manifesting with all of our hearts that it didn't come. But at the same time, it did cool everything down. It wet everything because the day before was a dust bowl, honestly. And so it cooled everything down. Most of our stuff stayed dry. Unfortunately, our nephew's shit got soaked. So Jesse puts all of that in the van with the heater on. While we're sitting there, we're waiting for updated set times. And then we got the updated set times. And Landon's like, Mom, we can still catch Parkway Drive, Paleface Twist, and Lorna Shore. I look at Jesse. I'm like, Can I go? Because Jesse was like, I want to stay and kind of monitor these.
Yeah, I was
things.
running the dryer.
He was running the dryer. Yeah. So Landon and I haul fucking ass. Now, we actually did something different. We went stage right for Parkway Drive. That way we could be close to the road to exit out onto the track and go to the Vortex stage, which was our next destination. Parkway Drive, I'm always going to give them a 10 out of 10, especially now that they've got the spinning drum. They played all the songs that we love. They ended with Crush, and we did leave. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They did play one more song after Crush, but Landon and I left after Crush so we could go and get set up for Lorna Shore. But while we're waiting on Lorna Shore, we got Paleface Twist.
Take a sip of the old, whatever that is. That's nice. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Something's got me.
Enjoy. I myself was at camp running the dryer.
Talk about while you're at camp. I'm gonna go cough this out.
All right, yeah. Lindsay has a flog and a float.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm at camp. All the stuff is just awry, and I'm trying to wring out so much wet clothes, and I'm like, my little nephew over here won't have anything else to wear if I don't dry some of this stuff out. And then, of course, some of our actually bedding got wet too. So I was like, let me focus on that first. So if ever you're camping and you need to dry stuff out, just put your car on heat, let it run for a little while. set it in front of all the air blowers and all that stuff. Old camping trip, but it works. And get everything back up to where you're comfortable again, because sometimes camping, you can have storms or whatever. And at a festival, you definitely want to be as comfortable as you can be. That first rain, while they were out there, and my nephew Alex, he got to catch Green Day, I think it was, while Landon and Lindsay was at Lorna Shore and Parkway Drive and all that. Green Day's always an amazing thing. I didn't get to see it, but if you ever get a chance, don't sleep on Green Day. They put on an amazing show as well.
Who?
Not Green Day. Who was it? No, it was Offspring. That's who it was.
Yeah. Nephew went and saw Offspring.
Offspring, not Green Day. But don't sleep on Green Day or Offspring, because I'm sure Offspring put on a 10 out of 10 performance as well. And I can't speak on Lorna Shore or any of that other stuff, but
I'm coming to speak.
I know that he had a great experience there. Lindsay's back. She got the frog out.
Okay, so Paleface Swiss, Landon just introduced to me not too long ago, and their set was great. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And then the stage gets set for Lorna Shore. And we've already seen Lorna Shore. They had a quick set opening up for Gajira and Mastodon back in 23. But let me tell you, this set was everything. The smoke, the lights, Will, the band, just everything that you could ever imagine for a Lorna Shore set. It was there. They ended with Into the Hellfire, which made my decade, honestly.
All your dreams came true.
All my dreams came true. Their intro song was totally Eclipse of the Heart.
Really?
Oh, my God. Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
So sweet. And the only recording that I got...
fucking Ramos.
Is so Ramos. Yeah, and if you... Listen, I call Will, like, the labradoodle of metal, because just watch him, like, in real life. And his relationship with Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice, like, everything. She actually did a whole study on his vocal cords. She had like a microphone go down into his throat and see what happens when he makes those gutturals and the squeals and all the things. I love Lorna Shore. I'm going to give that one 100 out of 10 because it's fucking Lorna Shore. And it was amazing. And he makes that shit look effortless too. Like, if you don't know who Lorna Shore is, listen to one song. And when I tell you, that dude makes it look completely effortless, other than like the arching back of his body, which it still just looks natural. It just looks like it's a part of him.
Yeah, they've traversed into operatic death metal, basically. Yes. And it's amazing. It's really cool. Back in the day, they used to use keyboards and things to get all that out of it. The backtracking and all the coordination and all, it's amazing how he twists all that stuff and to make it just really thick and heavier than you've ever heard in your life.
The whole band is talented as fuck.
So talented.
Cannot sleep on them. And also, a lot of people, I mean, their most popular song is Into the Hellfire. And then, of course, the Pain Remains album is amazing. But do not sleep on the very first song on the Pain Remains album. It's called Welcome Back, Oh Sleeping Dreamer. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It'll be your number one. It's my number one. I don't know. So like I said, I'm giving them 100 out of 10 because I just love this band very much. I love everything about it. The operatics, the breakdowns, the pig squeals, the gutturals, all of it. The goblin vocals, everything. So then we go to Saturday.
Yeah.
Day 3. And our first set that we see was a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Which was Yellow Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
So 2023, we see Yellow Wolf. Now, we've seen Yellow Wolf all the way back to 2016. We watch him grow, his stage grow, his songs. We love them. 2023, absolute one of my top 10 favorite performances that year. Just jiving, bumping.
We feel like he was really working hard in his career, like really building it and working really hard. But at this particular show, this past he's trying to have too much fun. I feel like
he only played 4 out of 8 songs is what we found out, because he spent so much time talking. And I understand we love a front man to hype you up, but play your music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Play what we want to hear. And he did play Catfish Billy, and I love Catfish Billy. But
That's a fly.
Yeah, we got to fly. The kids have been opening and closing the doors and it's Florida. But it wasn't the 2023 vibe that we were hoping to get again at all.
And you could tell even some of the footage and videos of him backstage. He's like, I'm going to take Waka Flocka's, door sign for his trailer and replace it with mine. And he's playing around, acting crazy, whatever. And I get that, you've rose to that spot, but you also have to give the fans what they want,
Right. He went from the garage stage to the Octane stage, which is a big come up. I mean, he still had an early set, but it's got a bigger stage. But bro, you only played half your set, and we were looking forward to that set.
Yeah, he talked more about the gold spokes on his trailer that he had on stage than he did.
The set was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him a 5 just because he played Catfish Billy and the set was cool. What are you going to give him?
I'm going to give him however many songs he sang.
A 4?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep. 1 per song.
So then,
what you get?
we fucked around. We found the pit area. And then we met up with Targ and a couple of our other friends that we see every year. And they wanted to go see Devil Driver. So we go over to that stage, which was the Inferno stage. And Waka Flocka is on the Vortex stage. We caught 2 songs. And it was all right. I'm not going to even count that as a set that we saw. So I've got it written down, but I don't feel we can give it a good rating because we only saw a couple songs. And then the message comes back.
Yes.
For severe weather, head back to camp. So we did that. We head back to camp. We chill until they give us updated set times. We get our updated set times and we come back in and we catch Flyleaf, which is one of the bands that we cry to every single time.
Yeah.
Lacey's just got something about her, man.
Her emotion and everything that she does on stage, I feel like she really puts her heart and soul into every set.
Her whole heart. And we've seen Lacey without Flyleaf and we've seen Lacey with Flyleaf. So we've seen Lacey without Flyleaf twice. And then we've seen Lacey with Flyleaf 3 times.
It's just so thick.
It's so thick. The emotions, the energy. I'm always going to give Lacey a 10. What are you going to give her?
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I mean, and I did not even think that it was going to catch me, but I looked over at Lindsay with that little look. I couldn't help it.
And I'm like, stop it. I said I wasn't going to cry. And so I saw him like clouding up. So of course I do too.
Yeah, they were playing Cassie and I was just like,
yeah.
I'm balling. I don't know why I'm balling, but Cassie it got me.
Cassie always gets you, period.
Yeah, it does.
So then we head over and we get another drink from the pit and we go to the Apex stage and catch a band that we've been a fan of for a long time, Highly Suspect.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Johnny Stevens, period. As the first time we saw them in 2017, I started following him personally. I think it's Johnny Terrible or Terrible Johnny. Terrible Johnny. I started following him and seeing his stories and how his dad was a hippie in the mountains. And so the first time we saw them in 2017, they only played 1 song that we were a fan of. But this time they played all the songs that we love. They played Serotonia. They played Lydia. They played My Name is Human. So we wanted to go get set up for Lamb of God. So after Serotonia played, we haul ass over to the Octane stage to get set up for Lamb of God. And their set still playing on, what do you call them?
On the Jumbotrons.
It is
or
the Jumbotron.
panels.
Okay, the
I call them
panels.
the panels, but yeah.
So we catch Lydia. Jesse meets a friend because he's drunk at this point. He meets a friend. He doesn't really get to hear My Name is Human, but I do. And I'm singing along to it. And me and this other guy and this other chick, we're all vibing and we're singing My Name is Human. And then we wait for Lamb of God. But first, we're going to rate Highly Suspect. What do you give him?
I'll give him a 9.
Me too.
Yeah, I feel like he could have gave us a 10, but it was just the vibe with the crowd maybe a little bit. I don't know. But their new song's amazing. We got to see them just before they went on stage.
Yes, we got to see an interview with them
It
at
was
the
really
pit.
cool.
Yes.
And it was really cool that he came out wearing a jacket at the pit, and he's like, I just wanted to look cool.
Yeah, Katie Babs is giving him shit. She's like, bro, it is way too hot for this shit.
Right.
So he did. He literally took it off, yeah.
Yeah, it took somebody from Canada to tell him that you're fucking in Florida, dude. Come on. So he took
Katie
it
Babs
off.
is from Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, I just want to look cool, but he took it off right away, like respect. Like,
Yeah,
I get that you want to look cool on stage. And there was a lot of performers that were wearing some stuff, and I get it.
that's something that we question every year when we see performers performing in Florida. We're like, what? Like even later on, Ollie, we're like, are you wearing a jacket?
Wow.
But yes, I'm also going to give Highly Suspect a 9 because I do feel like if they hadn't played our favorite songs, it kind of would have been a blah set. It wasn't.
Yeah, we got all the good stuff.
We got the
was
good stuff, yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
But then we get Lamb of fucking God. Woo!
Always. And always.
Always.
I'm
So
already know.
goddamn easy to write this.
Yeah.
You talk about Lamb of God, I'm going to get a drink.
I go back. I have a tattoo. My very first tattoo I was getting, and I was in a hardcore band, so I was starting to experience all that good, heavy, really gritty, new style of playing heavy rock music. And Lamb of God was like the first one that was introduced to me probably around the time I was getting that tattoo. And the whole time I was getting it, I was like, play nothing but Lamb of God the whole time. And this is a big tattoo. It's on my leg. It's about that big. And I really fell in love with them while I was enduring my first, tattoo and everything. So it's always stuck with me. Randy himself, we talked about him. You can go back and check that out. That's what we're kind of going to be recapping after we're done with the bands here, because we talked about his struggles and all the stuff that he went
I
through.
don't think we need to recap, Randy. Just go listen to it.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
can go
short
listen to it.
episode.
Yeah, you're right, Lindsay. She's saying that we probably don't need to so much recap over that.
Just go listen to it. It's our last episode.
Yeah.
It's great. We talk about Randy Bly, and we find out that his last name is Bly and not Blythe. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't put the on Randy.
Nope.
Don't you on me.
And he's a great humanitarian. Definitely go check that out. If you're a fan of the band, get the books that I plug on that episode because they're amazing. I'm not in the TikTok live. Hey.
Yeah, there's just so much to check out about just Randy as a human, but the band also and their talent and all the struggles that they've been through. Check it out. Check out we were at Turn 4 in the Orange Lot talking about Randy and doing things, and you'll even hear a story about a glow party and why this is hanging from my microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even talk about the glow party. So after Lorna Shore, when I came back to camp, Jesse
Friday.
I got a shower and Jesse had already showered. And then we kept on going till 5 a.m.
Where did we find that?
I have no idea. And then we're up by like 8:30 because once the sun comes up, you don't want to be in your tent too much longer because it gets hot.
So we were going hard. We
went hard.
Good times.
So yeah, this is Saturday. We're vibing on like 4 hours of sleep, maybe. And so Lamb of God. Oh, and by the way, he gives a shout out to a cancer patient that we later learned literally shaved his head right before he went on stage.
Yep.
And she watched the whole set side stage. That was amazing.
Yeah,
like,
the whole crowd
so cool.
give her a shout out too. It was really good. Really good. Love that human.
I'm moving my
everything that he
microphone.
does.
Sorry, YouTube. TikTok, you don't care.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So what would you rate Lamb of God's performance?
I already said it. It's always a 10.
Always
Lindsay.
a 10. I'm going to give it about 100 because I've just found this new love and respect for Randy.
Doing your research.
Doing
and all
my
the stuff.
research,
Yeah.
reading the books. I read his first book, Dark Days, like visually read it. And then I listened to his audio book, Into the Light, which just came out last year. So it's a new book. You can get it on Audible if you have an Audible subscription.
Go
it's one
straight
credit.
to randyblack.com and buy it from him, from his website.
Yes.
Just do it. Just do it. Go straight to the source. Always. Right?
Right. So after Lamb of God, we went and met up with Chris on his Tuffet and watched some Motionless in White while they were getting ready for Bring Me the Horizon. So we watched some Motionless. We got to see the new song live that I made Jesse listen to the whole thing yesterday because he was talking to Targ.
Well, I was so
during that
giddy.
performance.
I
He was
seen
giddy.
Targ on the Tuffet too because they had 2 Tuffets. And when there's 2 Tuffets,
It's funny too because Targ got like right up. He was like, Jesse's here.
I jumped on Targ because he was on his 2. There was 2 Tuffets, so when there's 2 Tuffets, it's time to tango because there's 2 Tuffets.
So
right?
the Tuffets are those things that like you bring in. It's like you fluff it and you get air into it and
You
it turns
fluff it
into
the Tuffet.
You fluff it the Tuffet.
I don't think they actually call them Tuffets, but I do.
No.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. It's the thing you take to the festival
The
where
big
you can
blow-up
sit down and chill
lounge
for a while.
chair thing that you blow up with, yourself. You just blow it up. So I jumped on Targ on his Tuffet. He's like, "You're gonna pop it." I'm like, "I don't give a damn, dude. We're hugging, whatever. We're hanging. We're at Festus." And then he got on up, and we were besties.
Well, what's
forever.
funny is we couldn't find them for a minute, and I was drunk. Jesse was drunk because the little spot that we found in the pit, their bar. So I continuously just drinking new. So I drink the seltzers back at the camp. I'm buying neutrals in the venue. We found the pit. The bartenders were heavy pourers. So Jesse was like, "I want to find my boys," and I was like, "I got you." So I literally scanned with my drunken eyes.
your whispering eye.
But yeah. So we were watching Motionless and I was like, we're going to find these boys. We're going to find them. So I actually found our bestie Amanda's daughter with her red fishnets that I love. I got to get those as well. And she was right by them because I was looking for all the Tuffets. Every Tuffet that I found, I said, "Is that Chris? Is that Chris? Is that Chris?" And then I saw Amaya and she was right next to Chris, Targ, and Jaden. And what's their other friend's name? Richard?
Yes. Yeah.
So
they're
they were
all chilling. Yeah.
They're all
doing
chilling.
things.
They're setting up for Bring Me the Horizon because that's like their big dogs that night. And we love Ollie. We fucking love Ollie. But so what we did catch of Motionless in White, what would you rate that?
Motionless has turned into a 10 band for me.
Always a 10.
Yeah.
Always a fucking 10.
We have seen them
grow. We've seen them
so
grow.
small, and then they've grown. I mean, they're a Warped Tour band, so they come out of that in the mid 2000s, and then
The first and second time that we saw them, they were on the River stage at the Jacksonville Rockville. And then the last 3 times we saw them, and you saw them one more time than me.
Yeah.
With Ice Nine and
I went to their
Atreyu.
tour. What was the name of that tour? So it was a whole tour that had all the.
You went to Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had all the goth horror metal bands all together.
Yeah,
Black Veil Brides.
Yes.
Motionless, Ice Nine, and Atreyu was there. Really amazing. That was like $30 a ticket. It was something.
I'm
stupid.
very
It was
jealous
something
I
cheap.
wasn't there.
Yeah. I took Cy, and he had a great time. Silas had the great.
We were going through some things, but
He was doing the
all of
crowd
that.
surfing. It was great times. I forgot the name of the tour, but it was really.
Silas has the shirt
Yeah,
somewhere,
we got
and
a
it's
shirt.
too small for him now. But he's not getting rid of that. That's going to go in our collection for our blanket later on down the road that we will be making from t-shirts.
Yeah.
Even if I have to do it myself, I'm going to get that shit done.
Stay tuned for the blanket. You can see the shirts.
So then Bring Me the Horizon comes on stage. And the first time we saw Ollie with Bring Me the Horizon was on one of the smaller stages, Rockville 2015. And when I heard that fucker say, "Push it back," to get the circle pits going, I was hooked. I'm like, that's going to be a vocal stem in my life forever. And now he has it in his opening AI fucking the show opener. Yeah,
came up there and it was very, very good. I mean, and I tried. Good. I was like trying to fight him one time. You know, when we were in Orlando, I was all like, Ollie, why are you playing this EDM stuff? I was all like, come on, Ollie, come down here right now.
He gave his vocals a break, and they were trying something new. It didn't work out, so he went back to what he knows and what he's successful at.
Yeah.
And so we got them for about 3 songs, and then we were leaving to go set up for Avatar. Because like I said, all the set times get pushed back. Bring Me the Horizon went on at 11 p.m.
And they're supposed to be the closer.
And we still had 2 more bands to go see.
We did.
So we stay all the way until Mantra. And then as we're leaving, Happy Song came on. So
which is my favorite.
We're walking away singing SPIRIT. Spirit. Let's hear it. Yeah. And if you'll sing along, just a little louder.
Yeah.
To my fucking Happy Song. Yes.
I love that.
Yes, it's a great song. That was Jesse's ringtone for years. We
were there for them when they debuted that song at Rockville.
2015.
Yeah. And I met Ollie. Yeah. No, did I meet Ollie? No, I
you didn't meet Ollie.
No, I was over there I met Highly Suspect. That's right. Yes.
And he tells Highly Suspect, he's like, it was 17. That was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you met Highly Suspect.
I don't know why I just felt the urge to tell him. I was like, listen, you keep this up and you do the right things.
You're going to fucking be somebody.
And
of
course,
Johnny Stevens is probably like
looking at me like, what the fuck? All of his tattoos and shit. Cool little motherfucker. But I was telling him, like, don't fuck up, basically. You know, because I wanted to give him that old wisdom. You know, and I told him, I was just like, listen, I have to tell you this, which just doesn't mean a fucking thing, but I had to tell him, you know?
So what would you rate the small portion of Bring Me the Horizon that we watched?
Production, everything? I'll give him a 9.
Me too.
That's good. Yeah,
he
didn't really fold into the EDM stuff like we got in Orlando.
Well, they still had another hour after we left.
Yeah, he may have folded it. We didn't experience it, but when we seen him with Fever in Orlando, which Fever 333.
They were still playing when we came back after the other 2 sets that we watched. They were singing Throne.
You're right.
Yes.
And I could still, Avatar was still kicking too. God,
so,
that stage that we seen them on was not Vortex. What was
Inferno.
It? Inferno.
So
the
we
Inferno
go
stage, probably the best stage. No. I mean, Garage is probably the best stage.
Garage was okay. So Garage was closed over with misting fans. There was 4 of them. It was beautiful, and we're going to talk a lot about that before our Sunday recap. So let's finish out Saturday. So after Bring Me the Horizon, we go to Inferno, and we're setting up for Avatar, but we catch the last half of Simple Plan, and that was...
You got it?
Everything to us,
Did we send that to Chelsea?
No, we didn't. We got to send that to Chelsea.
Because we got to cry with Chelsea.
So they played...
I have to.
I'm Just a Kid. They played... What was the other one?
They played... Yeah, they played I'm Just a Kid. They played the Scooby-Doo song. They played, there was like 5.
What's the one that we cried to? That he always sings, hey, Dad, look at me.
I don't want to be. My voice is still
Plan according to plan? Or is it... Hold on.
Perfect.
But we lost it all.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever. Sorry, can't be perfect. And that's all we can sing before we get sued.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was perfect, right? Is that the name of the song?
I think so. Perfect. I don't know, but we cried.
Did cry.
We cried.
I always cry on Simple Plan. I'm sorry.
Yes. But that was our first time seeing Simple Plan live. Together.
Yeah. Now I took Chelsea to Wild Adventures one time.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said we need to send that to Chelsea, because me and her, I did the whole like hand shoulder thing, and we looked at each other and we cried while we were singing it.
Shut up.
That's why I said send it to Chelsea. I said send this to Chelsea.
We're gonna send it
my
to her.
Niece,
you took the video. I didn't, because I didn't have any battery left.
I took the video on my phone.
I think so. You need to look.
No, I don't.
If we didn't take any video, we don't have shit. I do have it. I do have it.
Yeah, yes, I know you do.
I do have it.
Don't
oh my God.
It's going to her. right now.
So Landon figured out that my phone can take video in 8K, which is great. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
But it's useless because I can't post it on TikTok. And it took up most of the space in my phone. So now I'm fucking pissed. And I won't be taking video in 8K anymore.
Yeah, so you have to like render it somewhere else and then unrender it back down to 4K. So I'll show you how.
Yeah, so I'm going to give a Simple Plan a 10 because just for the nostalgia. And we cried.
Always will, and I am right now. Just thinking about, because, I mean, I gave her away. You know, that's the only person in my life. I mean, Chelsea goes back.
Jesse is Uncle Jesse to his woo.
Yeah.
And stop it. Okay, I shouldn't have said that because he's going to be a puddle now. Okay, so then after Simple Plan, we got one of our most favorite bands of all time, and it was the first time we've actually got to see them in the dark.
With all the coolness.
Was Avatar.
Yes.
But I wasn't a fan of the opening song at all.
It was a little different.
We're used to them coming out and grabbing us by our balls and then sucking us in.
Holding it the whole time.
This is my 10-year anniversary of seeing Avatar for the very first time, not knowing a single song by them. They walked out in 2016 with their brand new costumes where they were like circus, what do you call them? Ringleaders.
So like
the ringleaders,
look, yeah.
yes. And they walked out, and Hail the Apocalypse was the first song that they played, and he came out with his little...
It slapped so hard.
Slapped so fucking hard that it has made me a diehard fan for the last 10 years.
We'll always be.
Oh, yeah, we'll always be.
I just
wasn't a fan of the opening song.
That's all.
I understand that they got to do the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, they played Hail the Apocalypse. They played Bloody Angel. They played some new stuff we hadn't heard. Johan looked amazing in his costume.
His little shorty shorts. Yes.
And we didn't stay for the whole set because it was 1 a.m. by that point, and we had only had about 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, because the glow party. Yeah,
because the glow party. So we were like, you know what? And also, when you're leaving the Vortex and the Inferno stage, it's like this little nook that becomes a huge bottleneck. And when it makes you like lose your breath a little bit trying to fight through the people.
I feel like there's enough room to shift a couple of things, Danny Wimmer.
Danny, please take our advice.
Shift a couple of things just a little bit back and open up another little bigger hole there.
Hey, Tracy, for a mom of 8.
Yes.
We love you. So we're still going to give Avatar a 10 because we love Avatar.
Got to. That's the only thing. The opening thing with they came out somber and they did this whole gothic thing with the lantern, and I get it. Amazing. And it looks really good in the dark, and we're just used, I guess maybe just Lindsay, we're so used to the daylight show. This is our first time seeing him in the dark. So he came out with the little lantern thing and did this whole thing.
And if you don't know who Avatar is, go listen right now. Start from the beginning of their, what is happening? Oh gosh, hold on.
Oh, you got to do the puzzle thing on the lives there. Yeah. So you can check us out on the lives if you go to Lindsay's Drink About Something on TikTok. And you can check all the lives out. And we're back.
Okay.
But you can also check out all the YouTube stuff. So it's the same thing. So
right. So now we're going to move on.
Well, I can't stop about Avatar because we hung out with him one time.
Oh,
Lindsay.
yes.
Yeah, I can't stop about Avatar.
We have pictures with them.
He wanted, the guitar player wanted to wear my hat.
He said, I want to wear your hat.
They're from Sweden?
They're from Sweden.
Yeah. And I have this cool little cowboy hat. It's a straw. It's not really cowboy.
It's a straw hat.
And I wear it at festivals.
It's his festival show. It's an everything hat, river hat, like everything.
So many people wore this hat. I mean, so many people, countless huge rock stars actually have wore this hat. And I wear it I'm just like, whatever. But for some reason, people want to wear that hat that play in big bands. I don't know why.
Jason from, why can't I think
Authority Zero.
Authority Zero. He's worn it. What's his name from Local H?
Yep,
has worn it. We have pictures of all that.
And who was the one that grabbed it off my head? There was one that just grabbed it off my head. Damn, what was the name of them? They
wasn't it Scotty? When they played Saving Abel?
Yeah,
when
Saving Abel.
Yeah.
Scotty grabbed it off my head. And we became friends. That was really cool.
Yes.
And Scotty's still doing some stuff. I love that. We've played Scotty.
Yes, he was in one of our very beginning episodes.
Yeah, Scotty's amazing. He sang with Saving Abel for a while. Scotty's doing a lot of cool stuff, so check that stuff out. You can go back to our first season and check all that out. But yeah, Avatar was just like the guitar player that has the big long dreads, the blonde dreads. I'm like, there's the guitar player from. We just seen him.
We did, and I was like, nah.
He's playing in a Mister fan, like a misting fan, a big. And
then we got a picture with him because Jesse was like, "Bitch, come here."
Yeah,
that's the two. Because I
so
just
oblivious,
don't expect things like that. So yeah. Cute.
And I always have my head on a swivel because
he does.
I mean, I even seen the bass player from Five Finger Death Punch while we were there right behind me. And we're not huge Five Finger fans, but
their band is talented.
Yeah, and he has all the bearded dreadlocks coming out. He's standing right behind me. I'm like, Lindsay, there's a bass player from Five Finger Death Punch. That's the third time I've seen him in public, like just standing in a crowd. So that's cool for him, right? So I always have my head on a swivel. I think I've seen the guy from Flaw.
He thinks. We'll see. We'll see.
Whatever.
Hey,
but, Chris.
Chris from Flaw. If you're listening or watching this, Jesse gave you one of our cards. Yeah. That was you. Let him know. So
we'll talk about
we can stop fighting about
that time we hung out at a campground and we walked around and we hung out with a bunch more rock stars with him. I did. I mean, Lindsay wasn't there at that time either, but that is very fun to me. Just to point out people that actually they don't care. They're going to come out in the crowd. We've seen so many cool people. Silas has some cool pictures from Butcher Babies, right? Heidi from Butcher Baby. I pointed her out. I was like, Si, go up there and take a picture. And he's like, who is this?
We saw her last year at the Octane tent as well. But we're going to move on to Sunday. So Sunday, we recorded our coverage on Randy Bly. And that is our last episode. Go check that out right now.
The old neck move, that tells them what to do. Right?
Yeah, go back. Yeah. So we go to the garage stage because that was where we're going to hang out for pretty much the whole day. We get set up for Infected Rain because I want to see Lena Scissorhands because she's gorgeous and she's amazing and she's talented. But guess what? We got that fucking message. Again. And this time it was really severe. Like, we were actually a little scared. We get back to camp. Shit's blowing and it's raining. We've got everything protected now at this point. And, everything's in the van that needs to stay dry. We've got our tents. We've got our easy ups. We're holding them literally physically with our own hands. I'm still drinking. I don't give a fuck. I'm got to empty out my cooler.
Yeah, and I'm old school. Like, put your hands on it. You know, grab this, and I like to coordinate that. And I even saved our neighbors from crashing all the way down the night before, wasn't it?
Friday and night. Sunday was the worst.
And found out that our neighbor
Saturday was okay.
I found out that our neighbor was a professional photographer for a lot of these bands and stuff. He has a whole website which we posted on our past episodes, so you can check that out. His link's on there as well.
He gave us a tent. He gave us a double awning.
He gave us all the shit. He's like, I'm packing up, dude. I'm good. I've been to thousands of
fests. And he's from Virginia, where Randy's from. Yep.
Yeah. Even met. He's like, I even see Randy at a grocery store.
He said gas station is what you said in the episode. Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool.
But set times get pushed back. We get an updated schedule. We haul ass. We get Bloodywood. So we hang out at the garage stage for about 4 hours, which is the best stage of the weekend, in my opinion, because it is now covered and has fans, missing fans to keep you cool. And even though we still sweat because we rocked the fuck out.
Garage stage was the best stage to me. I feel like, we've seen the huge stages with all the pyrotechnics.
Well, you have your bar right there. You have food right there. And you have bathrooms right there that are easily accessible.
It took us all of 10 minutes to find out if we're up here in this spot, we can slip out on one little side and nobody will say anything because we're back in and out. We can do whatever and hang out there. They had a couple of audio isches. The beginning of Non-Point, they had some audio issues.
But they got that figured out.
Got it figured out.
And Non-Point was amazing.
Had a little bit of audio issues, but they figured them all out. I get it. That happens. But to me, Garage Stage is number one to me.
So we caught Bloodywood. Bloodywood, it is an amazing Indian metal band. Oh, my God. If you don't know them right now. Go follow them. Go listen to their music. They just did a collaboration with Baby Metal.
Yep.
And
Alex, I think.
yeah, Alex has done, well, Alex has done one with Baby Metal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we caught Bloodywood. How would you rate that, sir?
Bloodywood this time was actually better than the first time that I seen him at Rockville.
Which was 24.
Yeah, it was more personal for some reason because I guess we were on the garage stage. It was we were up close, very personal. The guys were right in front of us, and I kept screaming, "That's my man!"
Yeah. So after every single set that we saw on the garage stage that night, Jesse was like, "That's my man," because that's how good every performance was that we're going to go through that we saw on the garage stage. So Bloodywood, I'm going to give a 10, maybe a 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a 20 out of 10.
I haven't went past the 10, so I'm giving them a 10 on, the things, right?
And then between each set is only a 30-minute wait. So your girl went to go pee and got another round of drinks for Jesse and I, and then we got set up for fucking Hatebreed. Oh, one of my personal favorites to watch live now as well.
They showed up with I Will Be Heard. Yeah. And once they did that, a whole pit opened up on my back.
Right behind us.
On my back. The whole pit on my back.
I would post the video on TikTok, but I took it in the 8K format and it won't let me post it. So you're just going to have to follow me on my personal social, Lindsay Stambaugh. I do have it on our Rockville 2026 album because all that shit needs to be out there. It needs to be shared.
Yeah.
It literally within seconds of that song taking off, the pit opened up right behind us. And my nephew really hasn't
experienced that 90s style pit. Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm good." He just fell right in.
He's a big block.
That was amazing. Yeah, he's like, I can protect myself.
Yeah.
Because me, now that I'm seasoned, I'm like making sure everybody around me is good. We're good to go. And then...
Yeah, it was nothing new to me, though, because hardcore bands, I've been around for a long time. So I figured something like that could happen during Hatebreed. And when they started playing I Will Be Heard right off rip...
Immediately.
And then the pit just opened up and they full on slammed
It just got bigger and bigger as the set went through.
Crowd killed like 5 times. Like full on dudes were running all the way across the pit and slamming into me. And I'm like, I got it.
So I told Jesse, I was like, before Hatebreed ends, because he had gotten the last round. And then I was like, I'm going to exit and I'm going to go pee and get us another round of drinks before we set up for Demon Hunter.
Yeah, and of course, before Hatebreed got finished, because I'm still 10 out of 10, right?
10 out of 10, always Hatebreed.
And Jamie Josta, he got to hear it once again. That's my man.
That's my man. So then after Hatebreed, we had Demon Hunter, which was new to me. And Jesse's like, I want to hang out. I want to see the set. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hang out with you. Did the thing. I jived the whole time. It was I was not bored. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I didn't know any of their music, but I was not bored. It was great. I'm going to add them. I started following them on Spotify as soon as we got home. They were great. I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10 because they kept me alive.
Demon Hunter is a 10 out of 10 to me. And that was your discovery. And I knew Demon Hunter. I think I really knew 3 songs from
I'm going to let you keep talking about Demon Hunter while I go pee because I've got so much to say about the last thing.
Yeah. So they just have that old school aesthetic as far as like pushing, just keeping it alive. Like I love watching all the old bands and stuff that are still doing things. Still out there on stages like Hatebreed and even Non-Point's an older band now, which makes me feel old because God, I used to play with them guys. And yeah, of course, after when she gets back, she's got to talk about the next band. But Demon Hunter, they showed up, they showed out. It was perfect. All the sound was amazing. I picked up a little bit on some of the stuff that they were doing on stage, and I always try to grab something for that as being a performer myself. I feel like that I can rise to some of that professional aesthetic and everything that they're putting out there very easily. And I'm looking forward to myself getting back out there. I ain't trying to talk about myself too much, but at the same time, every Rockville, even when we played at Rockville, I always look at all these bands and what they're doing and how can I make myself and what I'm putting out musically be even better. And Demon Hunter really showed me a little bit of that because it was stripped down, but at the same time, I can rise up to that level on stage. That guy really kills it on the mic. The whole band just really killed it. Their drummer blew my fucking mind. Was probably the tightest and best drummer that I heard all weekend. So if Demon Hunter live, I don't know. I mean, their recorded stuff is obviously amazing, but live, 10 out of 10 on Demon Hunter for sure. Really good.
I really enjoyed their set. And like I said, I'm just going to give them a 10 out of 10 because, like I said, they kept me alive. I wasn't bored. Because sometimes the bands that you have to wait or that you have to listen to and wait through that you're not familiar with can be a drag. But
Yeah,
they
on those
were
two, I think
not.
you had those flipped because I think it was Demon Hunter and then Hatebreed.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
It was Hatebreed and then Demon Hunter.
I was delusional.
Yes.
Fuck.
And then we
Either way,
got...
That's my man. That's
my man. And then we got... You know what? You may be right.
Yeah, I am.
You may be right.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm not going to argue.
No. But then we got Cold Chamber.
Yeah, we got to crawl in the chamber.
Woo! Y'all, I love Cold Chamber live so much. Only seen them twice, but both times has just been two amazing experiences. And this time was better than the first. I went very hard. I got very sweaty. And you know, it's cute. While we were waiting, we had already sweat through quite a few bands and had been rained on. And this chick's like, your makeup is beautiful. I'm like, because there's no mirrors anywhere at Rockville. Anywhere. There's no mirrors in the bathroom. There's no mirrors anywhere. So I didn't know what I looked like post me applying my makeup early that morning. And I was like, it's still there? Yay. Like, I don't even care at that point. I'm drunk. I don't care. I'm sweaty. So my makeup was still rocking. Cold Chamber comes out swinging with fucking the roof.
Yeah, they started with Sway.
Sway.
Oh,
God
so good.
Damn.
So good.
So hypnotic. Yes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Megs was on point. He does that looking at his guitar tech and acting like he has some kind of struggle every single set that I've ever looked at on video. Every time. Megs looks like he has some distraught something or other going on. I don't know why, but that's his aesthetic and I love it. He's the only one that I mimic actually playing guitar on stage myself. I mimic some of the things that Megs does. I just do.
Well, I'm going to give Cold Chamber a 50 out of 10 because I had the best time. I sweat so much. I don't think I ever stopped rocking the fuck out. And they did all the songs. They did Sway. They did Big Truck. They did Row. They did Loco. Like everything that you could ever want out of a Cold Chamber set. It was there. It was beautiful. Amanda crowd surfed.
She did.
It was so good.
She did.
It was so good. I loved them so much.
And of course, when it was over with, Des got to hear me say,
"That's my man.
That's my man."
And he literally says it just like that. So it's really, really funny.
Really loud, really,
and everybody heard it and they're just, and they laugh. But it's like, that's how it was. That's how good all of these performances at the garage stage were. That whole afternoon, post rain, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, when the weather comes, you don't know what's going to happen. It's up in the air, and it ended up being an amazing day. Because then after that, we go get another round of drinks. We meet up with Targ. We go find Chris on his blanket. He has already packed up the Tuffet.
Yeah, I think he kind of felt shitty about us fucking with him on the Tuffet.
We got Island Noodles on the way.
Got the nudes.
And we went and saw... At least, I think it was about 5 songs we got of MCR. And when they played the Black Parade, fuck yes. Now, it would have been great if we could have heard Helena, Teenagers, I'm Not Okay. Like,
I kind of wanted to hear a Not Okay or what's the worst that I could say? Yeah, didn't hear it.
Things are better if I say
so long and good night. So long and good night.
And that's all we can say
Yeah,
about
they're going
that.
to shut us down. Yeah, they're going to shut us down. That was so horrible anyhow. But we're going karaoke in later. Yeah, I feel like,
So, yeah, I'm going to give the 5 songs that we did see out of MCR because of the production and
Huge.
Gerard's whole fucking
Huge.
acting, everything. I'm going to give them a 10 for sure.
This is my first time in Daytona.
Daytona.
Yes. Love that. That
Very
was
cute. Very Gerard. Very
emo, all the
very
punk
emo.
stuff.
Loved it. And then we, after Black Parade, we took off to the Vortex stage for our very last set of the night, which was Alex Terrible and Slaughter to Prevail.
Yes. Our good night, I'm going to bed. And it was so good.
But we didn't really go to bed. We didn't go to bed for like 2 more hours
I know,
after we got back.
he tucked us in still.
He did. He tucked us in. And we have watched Slaughter to Prevail come up very fast. So they debuted in 20 when we were all on lockdown. We listened to them live on Octane several times.
Blowed them up.
In 2023, we got a very intimate setting with them at Underbelly in Jacksonville. I will never forget that night as long as I live because it is the last time.
And I wasn't even reaching out after that show.
It was $17 a ticket. It was amazing. $17.
And he had moved right after that.
Jesse and him had a whole fucking text thread, man. It was great.
Yeah, well, he was like, come on down and hang out. He wanted us to come down and hang out. Really did. And I was sharing my music.
And he's neighbors with Franz from Attila.
And he's literally like on video chat with me, walking, fixing to do something on live with his new stuff that he was working on. I'm like,
well, he did that a lot back then too. He was doing a lot of just him and his phone, just singing covers of songs
working
and things like that.
Yeah, it was really cool talking to Alex, and I kind of slipped off of that because I was like, I don't have no fucking right to even be into this. But at the same time, he did like our stuff. He liked my band. He liked the stuff. So it was really nice.
And unfortunately, we had to miss him in 24 because my dumb ass went to the hospital from dehydration. But that will never happen again because Lindsay is smart now.
Well,
Lindsay
we do the ADA stuff, which actually takes a lot off from you.
It does.
Because it really helps.
It does. And the liquid IV is an absolute imperative. Like, I hardly drank any water this weekend, but I'd made sure I drank 1 liquid IV a day. And
well, you drank a full water and a liquid IV before we went in every day.
And then I also drank a gallon a day per day before we went.
Yeah, he was ready.
I was ready. I had pre-gamed. I had done all the things, and I made sure I got when I got the tingle to be hungry, I ate. Like, I did all the things that where I did not pass out.
Yeah, I only pushed you just a little bit, and you sat down, and you were like, "Okay, I'm good." I was like, "Well, I'm not ever going to push you again," but at the same time, I kind of did a little bit before one of the sets because I didn't want to rush all the way back and rush all the way back.
Right.
And we were still fine, so that was good. I was watching you.
Well, and now the bar service has picklebacks too, which is always a good refresher. If you are out there, you don't have your liquid IV, go get you a pickleback. Pickle juice is great potassium source, hydration, all the things that you need.
Yeah, go to a festival if you're not ready.
Right.
You have to have monetarily. It's going to be a shit show. But we learned our way around a lot of that by tipping correctly.
Yes.
Because they will make you over tip if you do, and you over tip in 15%.
Yeah, if you're just popping the tab on my neutral, I'm not going to give you 50%, and that's not being mean because I'm going to come. Usually, we went back to the same bar service several times.
Yeah.
So they still got our money. We just made sure we did $1 or $2 per drink, depending on what we got.
Yeah, and we're not shitting on bartenders.
No.
But it's like splash for me. Here you go. And then
it's just a pop a tab. Yes.
You get $1 a drink. That's what you get.
And that's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. Now, when they a few drinks that they did heavy pour, I tipped extra. When we would get 2 drinks, they would dip our towel in the ice bucket.
Get another buck.
They gave us, when we got a Red Bull and a water and a Powerade and all that stuff. Yes, we tip accordingly. I'm a server. I'm always going to tip accordingly. But if you're just popping my tab, I'm not going to give you 15% of a $15 beer.
We're not giving you $4 on top of an $8 drink that should cost $1. But yeah.
Right. But anyway, so Slaughter to Prevail closed out our night. On Sunday, it closed out our weekend of Rockville. It was amazing. I do have a little bit of complaints about the sound on the Vortex stage. They do need to work that out. But the stage was amazing. The
Beautiful.
fucking grizzly bear, it was fucking amazing. Alex brought it when we're walking back because I said, all right, we'll stay 4 songs because it was after 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was just so beautiful. Even seeing Billy in the bubble, and it was really cool.
Yes, Midnight Mosher and his bubble boy. Yeah. He did the whole thing.
And they split the crowd really well. I've seen the videos on that. This is our second year of seeing that particular stage set up, and the sound for Kill Switch
Third year.
Yeah, the sound for Kill Switch the year before that was still bad. Behind the sound booth.
And Lacey's was too, because so you could still hear the sound from Octane while you were here, because that was our second time seeing her with Flyleaf. So Lacey's sound at Vortex and the sound from Octane was like bouncing off each other, and it was horrible.
Yeah, so
that was a couple years ago, though, not this year.
I will recommend, as far as recommending, not that Danny will ever hear this or anybody in the realm of Welcome to Rockville, but if they had some speakers somewhere in the middle around the sound booth to help push it on back and make it clear.
Push it back.
Right. All he says, push it back.
Fucking back.
So
he called us pussies.
Yeah.
American pits are pussies. He said, I traveled all the way from London.
Yeah.
It was great. He was just hyping. He was just hyping up the crowd.
He always talks shit to everybody.
Yes, he wants a gigantic circle pit, and we love it. We love it. We love to hear him say, "Push it back."
So yeah, if they would put some speakers at the sound booth behind, just put some risers with the sound booth on each side, and then help push the sound on back a little bit, it'll cut out those low tones. I know how waves work. And you have a band that's really deep, like Slaughter or even Killswitch.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So we're leaving
push
Slaughter.
It on through. And but further away from the stage, they were overpowering.
I would say, yeah. So we're leaving Slaughter. Yeah. We're going back to camp. So you have to cut through the main stages where MCR was playing. You could no longer hear MCR. It was all Slaughter.
Yep.
All Slaughter. And I even saw somebody post about it a couple hours later. They're like, I can hear Slaughter to Prevail playing from the mall, which is across the street from where we camp at Turn 4. They're like, I don't even hear MCR, but I hear Alex.
Yeah, still going.
Loud and clear.
Still kicking. Yeah.
So, yeah, that wraps up our weekend at Welcome to Rockville. But really quick, we're going to give you a list of bands that make us cry every single time.
Yeah.
So you read them off. See if you can read my...
Seven Dust, yeah. 100%. I don't know why, but Lejean just has this way.
Every time.
He has this way. So beautiful.
We did have to miss him this year. This is our first year missing a Seven Dust set.
Well, they played last year too at Rockville.
Oh yeah.
So this, it's good.
And then we've also seen them at other shows. So this year they were playing at the same time as Lorna Shore, and I've seen Seven Dust a million times. I've only seen Lorna Shore once until this weekend, which was twice. So, but Lejean brings us to tears every time. So does Lacey from Flyleaf.
Yes.
When we saw Soundgarden in 2017, I sobbed the entire set, and then it wasn't 2 weeks later.
Yeah, Lindsay gets scared now when she's crying about a performer on stage. She does because of Soundgarden. Literally, she's like, I don't know why I'm crying. The last time we seen Soundgarden, literally just a few days later.
I was like, I don't know why I'm crying like this. I had no explanation for it. It was wonderful to see them. Yes, it was a band that I came up in my weird grunge era where I was, in a conservative Christian home, and listening to Soundgarden felt wrong but right, all at the same time.
We needed that. I think everyone needed the mix that we had in the late 90s of all the music. Metal was pop back then.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, and that was grunge. And then literally 2 weeks later, after I sobbed my fucking eyes out, he passed away. So this year, when I saw Stained and sobbed like that, well, we've already seen Stained, and I didn't cry like that. Like, I teared up, but I didn't sob like I did.
And you were like, Jesse, why?
I'm scared. I'm scared. Aaron Lewis, you better not. Better not go away.
That dude's going to outlive everybody.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then we have cried to Stained. I got that on the list. Evanescence. Amy.
Every time for me.
Gets us.
I sing every word that woman can belt out. Mm-hmm. And I try to sound like her. Why?
It's because it's Amy, and we want to aspire to be her.
Oh, loud and wrong I am, but yeah, I can't help it.
And then Jesse cried to Spine Shank this year because that was very nostalgic for him. And
yeah, they donned the stage, and they did better in my mind than what I could remember seeing them 30 years before. Yeah.
And then now Foo Fighters, since Taylor has left this world.
Louder Than Life, when we went and did that thing.
Cried so hard.
So
Louder Than Life has like, here's your main stages, lefty and righty. And we had this little
VIP
booth that we paid for to be able to go sit and chill. And it had its own little bar, and they had couches and stuff, and they had a TV.
The Roadhounds booth.
Booth. Thank you, Irish and Patty. So we went, and so my feet were killing me. I decided to wear boots that day that I had worn to previous festivals, but for some reason they were killing me that day. And I was like, I can't stand anymore, Jesse. We have to go sit down. So we went and sat at the booth, and we watched the rest of the performance on the TV while we had a drink. And we both just sat there and fucking cried.
Yeah. So we're on a couch in this little VIP little area, had our own little personal bartender. It was all the tits. Mm-hmm. So fucking amazing.
Worth every dollar we spent.
We had a big screen right here beside us, so we're kind of watching the big screen. But if you looked this way, you got the full band still.
Yeah, the full band's still right there, but you can see really cool. Like an intimate like camera view of Dave looking at, it was Taylor's son.
Yep. Playing,
and it was a sob fest for us. And then Weezer that same year.
Yes. So many unicorns.
So we got a lot of unicorns at Louder Than Life. We will be forever in debt to Kentucky for that year.
Yeah, it was worth the time we went up there and it got canceled. It was worth it.
It was. Yeah. Yeah, because we tried in 18? 18. It was 18. Yeah. We paid for the tickets. We got the Airbnb. It flooded. We still went, and we still had a great vacation in Kentucky. But we did it again in 23.
Yeah. We didn't go to Waverly Hills though. We should go.
Yeah, we still need to do Waverly Hills.
Oh yeah.
I'm just scared about things that I have to sign a waiver for. That's it.
But we're true crime people
I know.
Now.
I'm just when a waiver becomes involved, I'm like, oh, what is happening here?
It's just because it's if you trip and fall type deal. That's
and then this year, I sobbed my eyes out to Highly Suspect because Jesse, and I speak about this in our Randy Bly episode. Like Jesse introduced me to a lot of music that I hadn't listened to because you get stuck in the rut. Like I loved new metal, and I knew new metal, and I knew the same old songs. I had them on repeat. Blah 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 with System of a Down, Limp Bizkit, Korn, and then my grunge music. Nirvana, Soundgarden. Who am I missing? Pearl Jam. Fuck. How can I forever forget Eddie?
Yeah.
So he just introduced me into so much more things. Like I do talk about in that episode where he introduced me to Lamb of God with 11th Hour. And then he brought Highly Suspect into our life with Lydia. And I do say, that first song that you hear by the band that becomes one of your favorite is that song that's always going to be your favorite. So, I mean, I can still listen to Lydia on repeat day after day, and it won't get old to me. And when we were listening to Serotonia, because that is my actual favorite song by Highly Suspect, I just started crying, and I just hugged him, and I said, thank you so much for bringing this music to my life, because it means so much to me. And to be able to see it live, performed right in front of me with this amazing talent, I just cried. I just fucking cried. So now we have added Highly Suspect to bands that we cry to. That'll be on the list. And I'm going to keep this for forever.
That list is going to grow.
It's going to grow. Yeah, it's going to grow. But as of now, those are the ones that we have cried to that I can think of. I didn't even cry to Pearl Jam. But we were silent and respectful because we kind of like
yeah. Don't you talk?
Don't you fucking talk?
Don't you talk during this one?
Yeah, and I don't know. why. I think it's because I feel like Eddie's going to live forever. He is the last one still standing of our grunge era.
When we bring up grunge, I always have to bring a shout out to the Melvins.
He does. And I'm not familiar with the Melvins.
Shout out to Buzz. Shout out to the guys from the Melvins. They really solidified grunge music, which turned into all that we just talked about eventually. I mean, we had...
Were they from Seattle too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to really put that on their back.
You got to give credit where credit is due.
Everyone that really wants to get it real, you got to go back to the Melvins.
And I almost feel like a poser because I don't know who the Melvins... I mean, I do now, but I didn't, but I knew all the other grunge bands. And of course, we love Alice in Chains. But like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden are my just... And then, of course, when Chris went on with Audio Slave... because of my love for Rage. Like, that was something that he and I bonded over. It was both of our favorite bands of all time. And now our son's obsessed with them, and we're kind of sick of it. But we still love them. We'll never not love them at all.
I turned my posters upside down one time.
When they broke up.
I had a whole Rage Against the Machine room. I told you that, right?
But we have blabbed for a very long time now. We're going to go ahead and cut this shit off. Jesse, you're gonna go do YouTube. I'm gonna do TikTok live. We gotta finish our dinner.
I feel like we have had an amazing time, though.
Yes.
Just recapping the whole Rockville experience, and I can't wait. We're gonna buy tickets like weeks from now again.
Yes, weeks from now. But stay tuned for our episode on Friday because fuck, that shit's amazing. Jesse is still giddy from that episode.
That one, yeah.
Make sure you tune in Friday. But real quick. Before we sign off, I have a little bowl here. I'm going to mix it up really quick. Jesse is going to pick who I'm going to cover.
I get to choose
for the next
on how
week.
you destroy me.
Close your eyes.
This is very weird because...
Close your eyes. Don't look.
Okay, this last one that you just did was amazing, so you got to check that out this Friday. And check out the Randy stuff that we talked about at Rockville. And if you want to go to Rockville... and you want to come hang out at Orange Lot, hit us up because we always camp at Orange Lot. Come and hang out. We do a podcast there every year.
We're going to choose this, and then I'm going to do our plugs, and then we're going to say goodbye.
Okay.
All right.
This is how you destroy me. This is how you remind me.
I'm scared too because I know who's in here. I'm scared of who he's going to pick.
Not that one. It's this one. Who's that? Daniel. Oh, is this what? Is this bad? This is not good? This is not good?
Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for next Friday because this one is a motherfucker. Have you a drink ready to go or a garden tool, or if you're sober, get you a bubbly.
Show it to them. Tell them about it. Tell them a name. Whatever.
So it's hard for me. I think it's Daniel Morcombe. So this is a Jacksonville case.
We're going to Freakville next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday.
So
make sure you stay tuned for that.
This upcoming Friday,
he's
check
gonna
out
be
what Lindsay
Jesse.
did.
If you know what this case is, Jesse's going to be horrified. But you chose it. So we're going to start doing this from now on our recaps and lives. Jesse's going to choose the next one.
Sounds so familiar.
It might.
Are we breaking that down? We're going to say something special to these guys.
All right, so we're going to do our plugs really quick. So, hey, TikTok Live, we love you. Make sure you follow me at this handle if you're on YouTube. So my TikTok handle is drinkaboutsomethingpod_Lindsay. And then our main website is drinkaboutsomething.site. On Instagram, we are drinkaboutsomething. And on Gmail, if you want to send us an email, if you want to send us your thoughts, your concerns, we're here. We are approachable and coachable. If you want to send us any of your experiences on an email, make sure it's double-space PDF at drinkaboutsomething. Is it pod on there? Yes, drinkaboutsomethingpod at gmail.com. And then where are we on YouTube?
We're on YouTube. It's Gendsey, Jendsey. It's very easy to find, and that is us.
Yes.
Gen Z.
Yes.
Not Gen Z.
We do videos once a week right now. If you guys keep following and keep listening and help us get us some funds, and we can do all of our episodes on camera. But for right now, most of it is audio. We do recaps on video.
Yeah, I'm not ready to do editing for video. No. I don't want to do editing video.
We're still babies. We're still babies.
We just let it roll. It's all just raw. And I like raw.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you guys so much for
tuning in. And once again,
this
is raw, uncut, and unedited. We do have proper episodes once a week. They come out on Friday.
Yeah, 82.
Are we at 82 right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that. Ton of them.
Okay, so
Two whole seasons. Lindsay.
follow us, like us, subscribe to us, do all the things. We love you so much. Continue to listen. And go have yourself a lemon drop because that shit was delicious.
You did.
Or go have a White Claw. That's on my backup.
Yeah, I'm out too. Look at there.
But we're gonna go finish our dinner, do the things, watch the movies, finish out our weekend.
Share us.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Yes, we love you so much. That's my man. Oh.
Bye.
Bye.